Hey guys, Stacy here, We Grow Again. I just wanted to talk to you about transplanting your sage seedlings when they get this big or this big. They start getting a little lanky in little containers. These guys were in kind of like a container like this. Plus I had a bunch of them in a little starter container like this. So they were getting a little lanky, and I wanted to transplant them individually into some pots so they get a really nice root system on them. And that's why I do it. It just encourages a really good root system and a nice plant to grow. And I start them in these styrofoam cups. You can start them in any pot. I just find these work so good with creating a nice root ball and a plant. I start all my basil and stuff like this, and they just go crazy. So make sure you have drainage in there. Sage likes a really nice drainage soil. So I use Coco Loco for all my veggies and herbs. It's just a really good soil, especially for here in Florida. It has a lot of perlite, a lot of natural compost in it, and it just works really well, giving that plant a nice kickstart to grow. And you want to make sure that you're burying this just a little bit. You don't want to bury it too much. So fill your cup up just a little bit, make a little hole, put your plant down in there, snuggle in the roots, spread them out, and then you want to backfill with some soil. Throw it in there, and you don't want to cover that stem too much. Now sage, when it grows, it gets like a woodsy stem at the bottom, so you don't want to cut any woodsy growth. Like, you want to make sure that woodsy growth, you know, you're not cutting any branches off of it on the bottom, or you're not burying it all the way. Now this is a little lanky just because I said it's been in that little container there in indirect sun for most of the day. It gets a few hours of sunlight directly in the morning, but that's it. And I want to transfer it outside into direct sunlight for about 7 hours a day. Sage likes a good 6-7 hours of sun. As far as the soil, they just really like a quick draining soil. They don't like wet feet for too long, so just make sure that soil's drying out pretty good. It should take about 4 days, 3-4 days for a cup like this to dry out, maybe even sooner depending on your climate, if it's raining. And just bury that stem just a little bit, press it down. Now this stage you should be already giving it like a diluted nutrient system. I feed all my veggies and herbs with a Bonnie nutrients. It works just so well. And then when they get bigger is when you can increase that nutrients. You know, when they're a nice stable plant with a nice root system, you can start increasing to full strength. Now I give them nutrients probably about once a week, diluted right now. And you can see they're just growing really good for me. They're only a few weeks old. They should really be bigger than this by now, but you can see all this new growth growing on it. You can see all them nice healthy branches, all that new growth growing. So that's why I'm doing this. It's got a really nice root system, this guy. And I just want to get them in some individual pots, just because it really encourages when they're in individual containers like this. It really encourages for a nice plant in the long run. And then you can put them together if you wanted to down the road, you know. But if you're transplanting outside now, I do want to say that you want to transplant in direct sun acclimate in direct sun about an hour each day, because it's going to burn the leaves if not. So just make sure you're acclimating it slowly. This guy's been in, like I said, about 5 hours of direct sun a day for now, and I want him in about a good 6-7. So he's going to get acclimated outside of my garden. I'm going to keep some inside as well. You know, just let that soil dry out and then give it a nice water again, and you guys should be good to go. Until next time, I hope that helped you. Now these guys I germinated in my paper towel method, so check it out if you need help. I can get seedlings to pop out of that soil. Just to give you an idea, parsley takes about 21 days to germinate out of that soil and see a plant. I can get a plant in about 4 or 5 days. So check out that germination method if you get tired of waiting for your seedlings to pop up like me. I just found it so easy and it works so well. You can see that. I want to show you. This has only been 2 days, and I don't know if you can see that little root popping out of the cucumber already. And it's only been a few days, and this is my lettuce. Excuse my hands, they're so dirty. And that's my little lettuce rooted. So this is only a couple of days, and they're going to be just fine once I plant them in some soil. Check it out. I love doing it that way. I grow everything. I'm going to be starting a whole new garden outside, guys, so please stay tuned if you need help. I'm growing like pumpkins, zucchinis, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cucumbers, tomatoes, all kinds of stuff this fall, end of summer to fall garden. I want to try so many different things just because I hear like sage and stuff like that does so well in the fall here in summer. Summer has just been such a struggle this year in Florida with the rain and humidity. It's been so crazy. It just got done pouring as we speak. So, you know, it just doesn't dry out anything. And my plants, that sun comes beating out, you know, 10 minutes later after it rains, and it withers all my plants away to nothing. It just burns them. So the summer's been a real struggle with the overwatering and the burning and just messing with my whole plant system. So fall should be a lot easier, and I hope to share that with you guys and share my tips in keeping your plants healthy. I've learned all these tips over many years of trial and error experience. I'm a good friend of ours that passed away. He taught me a lot of information and knowledge before he did pass. So I'm so grateful for that, and I grow everything in his name nowadays just because of how grateful I am for that man. It's such a struggle when you're starting out with gardening. Just a few tips. Start small. Don't start with a huge garden and buy every plant and veggie out there, because I did, and it's a fail because I knew nothing about anything when I bought it. And you just can't take care of that much and learn that much information about that many plants in such a short time. You know, things are just going to start dying on you one by one. So start small, and then you can build up your garden as it goes, you know, as time goes by and you get that experience. Get to know your plants, and you guys should be fine. Until next time, if you need any help, please let me know. Bye-bye.